bit, and that is the WNBA CBA negotiations. Where are they at now? What are the players asking for? What have I specifically heard? What do I predict is going to happen? Will the league end in a lockout? Will we have a season in 2020?
Breaking news, hot off the press, and it looked like the WNBA 2026 season could be in jeopardy.
The WNBA is standing on the edge of a crisis. Experts are warning that the 2026 season may not happen at all. Players are furious, negotiations are collapsing, and a lockout looks more inevitable with each passing day. The rise of Caitlin Clark, the league's brightest star, could be abruptly halted if a new deal isn't reached soon. Think about this: after years of struggle, the WNBA is finally reaching its peak. Attendance is climbing, sponsorships are booming, and Clark has taken the league to unprecedented heights. But despite all that momentum, the 2026 season hangs by a thread. At the heart of the standoff is the new collective bargaining agreement, CBA. Negotiations between players and owners have stalled completely, and the clock is ticking toward an October 31st deadline. The two sides remain miles apart on core issues: revenue sharing, roster expansion, and player pay. Owners insist they can't sustain the rising costs. Players argue they deserve a share of the league's explosive growth. If a deal isn't reached soon, the 2026 season could be delayed, or even cancelled outright. And that would be catastrophic, not just for the players and fans, but for the entire league. Owners claim the numbers simply don't add up. Charter flights, new marketing campaigns, and higher player salaries have all driven up expenses. While attendance and sponsorships are improving, the league still isn't consistently profitable. They argue that increasing salaries too quickly could destabilize smaller franchises already struggling to stay afloat. Meanwhile, the players see it differently. They've been the driving force behind the WNBA surge in popularity, especially Caitlin Clark, whose arrival transformed the league's image. Merchandise is flying off shelves, TV ratings have shattered records, and arenas are packed. So why, they ask, are they not seeing a greater financial return? During the All-Star break, players made their frustration crystal clear, wearing shirts that read, "Pay us what you owe us." It was a bold statement that underscored the growing divide. Adding fuel to the fire is the emergence of Unrivaled, a new player-led league founded by Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart. Offering better pay and more autonomy, it's quickly becoming a legitimate alternative to the WNBA. That gives players leverage, but it also creates tension, since two WNBA leaders are directly involved with a competing organization. Owners now find themselves negotiating with people who also have a stake in a rival product, a situation that could prove explosive. From the league's perspective, expansion is both a blessing and a burden. The WNBA plans to add new teams in cities like Toronto and Portland starting in 2026. On paper, that's a sign of progress. But players are questioning the timing. How can the league afford new franchises when it still hasn't resolved pay, travel, and roster issues for existing ones? Expansion increases costs and logistical strain at the very moment the league is trying to control expenses. If negotiations collapse, there are only three possible outcomes: a short-term extension that keeps the current CBA in place while talks continue, a delayed season, disrupting media contracts, sponsorships, and expansion plans, the full-scale lockout, where players are barred from competing until a deal is reached. The worst-case scenario, analysts warn that the third option could wipe out the entire 2026 season, erasing years of progress. The damage would be enormous: lost revenue, broken TV deals, angry sponsors, and fans who might never return. That's the real danger. Casual fans are the hardest to win back once they drift away. And thanks to stars like Clark, Aya Wilson, and Sophie Cunningham, the WNBA has finally turned casual viewers into loyal followers. A lost season could undo all of that momentum overnight. For players, the impact could be just as severe. Caitlin Clark is entering the most critical stage of her young career. A cancelled season would derail her growth and limit her global reach. Veterans might flee overseas for higher-paying contracts, while younger players lose valuable development time. This isn't just about missing games, it's about risking everything the league has built. Ticket sales, sponsorship trust, TV ratings, and fan engagement, all of it is on the line. The WNBA stands at a crossroads. On one side, record-breaking growth, new fans, and unprecedented visibility. On the other, deep divisions over money, control, and the future of the game. If a lockout happens, experts say it could set the league back by years. To avoid that, both sides need to act fast and work together to secure the future of women's basketball before it's too late, because make no mistake, the fate of the WNBA will be decided by what happens before October 31st.